Hey guys, Dania here with the Valaria Realty Group. Welcome back to another video. If you're new here, welcome. We are real estate professionals in the San Diego County area and we're always happy to help. So our contact info is below. But today I wanted to kind of focus on the buying process here in San Diego. Buying a house can be super stressful, whether it's your first time or you've just been out of the game for a while, but honestly it can kind of just be stressful overall even if you've done it before. So that's why today I wanted to give you 5 steps to follow when buying a home here in San Diego County. Very first step when buying a home here in San Diego or anywhere really is going to be setting your goals and figuring out why you want to buy a home. Now you might just be looking to gain some equity, maybe you're looking to move to a different area or stop paying rent and just buy your first home. Whatever it may be, there's plenty of reasons out there, but it's important to know your why because things are going to come up throughout your transaction, and as long as your why is strong and secure, you're going to be able to focus on what you need to accomplish to move forward and ultimately be the most successful. So that's step number 1. Step number 2 is going to be building your team. Now you're going to want to find a lender and you're also going to want to find a realtor. When it comes to a lender, you're going to want to make sure that you find a solid lender that you're comfortable dealing with and that is super responsive. Ideally, a local lender would be perfect. They'll probably give you their personal contact information and they might even go as far as reaching out to the listing agent to open the lines of communication and make sure that everyone's on the same page. Especially during any transaction, you want to make sure that you have quick access to your lender and good communication with whichever lender you do end up choosing. If you're looking for a good lender in the San Diego County area, we have one that we've personally worked with many times before, so feel free to reach out. Once you have your lender secured, the first step is going to be getting yourself pre-approved. And what that entails is basically there's a few things that they're going to want to know and gather from you in order for them to structure your loan. So one of those things is going to be a down payment. They're going to want to know how much you're looking to put down, how much cash you have to put as a down payment. They're also going to want to know your steady job history. They're going to want to see pay stubs as well as tax documents. And there's quite a few documents that you're going to have to gather to provide to them in order for them to structure your loan. Another thing they're going to want to look at is your debt to income ratio. So the less debt you have, the better interest rate you might get. Kind of the same thing for the credit report. The better credit you have, the better terms and rates you might get. So, and with all of this together, they're going to be able to tell you what you can approve for in terms of prices for your loan. So after you've gathered all of this for your lender, you're going to be able to crunch numbers and figure out what you can afford, and that way you can focus your search within a certain price range. But it doesn't mean that you have to spend up to that much. Having said that, it's important for you to stay within a comfortable monthly payment for you. Whatever you deem that might be, if you had a monthly payment in mind and that's your comfort zone, don't overextend yourself, trust the process, stay where you're comfortable, and that will put you in the best spot possible. All right, so step number 3 is going to be starting your search and getting your search criteria geared up. It's really a process of elimination, narrowing down which neighborhoods you like, which neighborhoods you don't like, what type of homes you're looking for, what are your absolute must-haves, what are the things that you might want but don't necessarily need. And there's a ton of platforms online that you can search through. Zillow is one of the biggest ones out there. HomeSnap is a good one as well. We also have on our website a search engine for you to search all the current homes on the market. So if you go over to valariarealtygroup.com, you can have access to that as well. There's a bunch of resources on our website too, as well as a mortgage calculator. So I'll link our website below and you can kind of have a look for yourself. But more often than not, the clients will be the one to continuously search day and night on the various platforms when it comes to looking at what's on the market. So you'll probably be the one telling your agent, hey, I just found this house online, can we go look at it? So your agent is there to make sure to call a listing agent, get any pertinent information, anything, ask any important questions that might need to be answered. So a lot of where our value comes in is creating that relationship with a listing agent and being there when it comes to negotiating a good price and submitting a competitive offer and things of that nature. So step number 4 is going to be looking at homes. So physically going out there, doing the showings, checking out properties, and seeing which ones you might potentially want to purchase. So we've done virtual tours in the past where we kind of just FaceTime our clients and have them walk them through FaceTime, or we can also do walkthroughs through our YouTube channel. In person is always ideal, but I know that's not always the case when it comes to out-of-town buyers or out-of-state buyers, or even people that are just swamped with work or things of that nature. So I know it's not always ideal, but more often than not now, you'll often see 3D virtual tours as well on pretty much any platform. So that's a cool resource to have as well. So you can kind of go past the photos and kind of feel out the house and see what it would feel like walking through. There's also always the option of going to open houses if you're local or just happen to be in the area. They're often on weekends, so you can just drop in and just have a look around. What we like to do is give our clients a stack of our business cards so that when you walk in, the person that's hosting the open house, you can kindly give them our card and say, hey, this is who I'm working with. I'm just gonna have a look around. And then that way it's kind of like your get out of jail free card and you're free to roam without anyone kind of asking you too many questions. Step number 5 is gonna be buying a house. So you finally zeroed in on the house that you love, that you want to buy. Now the first step that your agent is gonna do is what we refer to as a CMA, which is essentially they're just looking at other properties in the area that have recently sold so that they can accurately see what a home like the one you're looking to purchase is worth and what they are selling for, so that they can submit the most market accurate and competitive offer. And we are also there to ask the listing agents if they have any current offers, what those might look like. Sometimes they might drop a few hints, and also see what the seller is focused on, whether that be a certain price or a certain timeline, anything that might make your offer more competitive. That's where we jump in and make sure we gather as much information as we can for you. Once your offer is accepted and you've finally opened escrow, the timeline can typically go anywhere between 30 to 60 days. That's kind of anywhere in that middle range is pretty standard. But one of the first steps that you and your agent are going to want to do is get a home inspection done. That is typically a cost that is covered by you, the buyer. 2 of the inspections that we personally recommend is to get a general home inspection done as well as a termite inspection. And what this is going to do is just make sure that you're comfortable with the home and the condition that it's currently in. And if any repairs need to be made, this is where your agent can negotiate and see whether the sellers are willing to either get certain things fixed prior to close or offer you a credit for things that need to be done on the home. And this is opening up for negotiations. They could always say no, but we always figure it's worth a try. And you'll also be getting a bunch of documents from the seller's side, is what we call disclosures. That's essentially any information that they have on the property, whether it be any enormous renovations that have been done in the past, property line documents, and things like that. So you can expect to get those as well. The biggest question with the inspections is if there's anything that you found that will either prevent you from buying the property or stop you from wanting to buy the property. That's essentially what that period is for. Your lender will also order an appraisal to be done, and they're going to schedule for an appraiser to go out to the property and kind of check it out and make sure that the value matches what you're purchasing it for. And if it doesn't, then you might have another set of negotiations to go through. But once everything is said and done and everything is good to go, your lender will finalize the loan docs, and escrow and title will get everything finalized and recorded and the deed signed over to you. And voila, you have yourself a house, you got your keys, and you're good to go. I know it's quite a process, and that was kind of in a nutshell, but I hope this video helps you out and makes it a little bit easier before you dive in. So if you guys have any other questions, please feel free to comment below. Our contact info is down there as well. Call, text, email, and whatever is best for you. If you enjoyed today's video, please smash that thumbs up button and don't forget to subscribe for more content, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Bye!